it's Galfi and Galfette.
Today, I'm going to tell you all about the folder track in Cubase, not only because it's practical, but also because it's very well thought out. And the folder track is just like a folder in Windows. To create a folder track, just like any other type of track, right-click and select Folder Track. If you want to move one or more tracks into the folder, select them either one by one with Ctrl plus mouse click, or together with Shift plus mouse click, and drag them into the folder track. You'll see this green arrow indicating that the selected tracks will go into the folder. You can also see that the folder is symbolized by a bar of the same color as the folder itself. In other words, if I change the color of the folder, via the color palette, the color of the bar also changes. The folder length represents the total length of all the events contained in the folder, but you also have a representation of each event in the folder, like those colored bars. You can also see, on top left of your screen, a smaller version of the folders and tracks. You can vary the length of the folder track according to your grid settings, but beware, this means that all the tracks in the folder are affected. If, for example, I reduce the length of my folder by half, then all the tracks in that folder are also reduced. Where it comes in handy is that you can duplicate your folder. It also duplicates the events contained in the folder. Another very interesting point is that you can create subfolders. For example, here I have drum tracks. I'm going to group them in a folder. So, right-click, Add Track Folder, and voila! In this folder, I'll add my drum tracks by drag and drop. There's no limit to the number of folders and subfolders you can create, but it's very useful both in the composition process, with all those different colors, and in the mixing process, where you can, for example, color all the tracks in the same part or folder the same color, so as to group the tracks together on the mixing console. For example, I'm going to turn my drum tracks blue. If you want to know more about colors in Cubase, I've also made a video on the subject. I'll put the link in the description. You call up the mix console with F3, and here you can see the drum tracks I've just colored blue. You can't see folder tracks in the mix console, but you can see it in the visibility tab.
If you have questions or suggestions, feel free to let me know in the comments. I'll see you soon for new tutorials.